Hey, what's up everyone, Evera94 back with another action figure review. Today we are looking at the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Age of Apocalypse Sugarman Build-A-Figure Wave. This is Marvel's Morph. This is our last and final figure to complete our Sugarman Build-A-Figure. And we finally made it to the end here. So thank you for everyone that has stayed tuned to all of my video reviews of this wave. I didn't drag it out. I didn't do one per day or anything. I try to post as many as I could per day. I didn't want to do all 8 reviews in one day. But I also didn't just want to do just one per day either, just for this specific wave. Because I knew a lot of people kept asking me, do this one next or review this one next. So they want to see each figure, so I try to put them out fairly quickly, and here we are on the last one. So next up should be our Sugarman Build-A-Figure, so stay tuned for that. That one should be quite interesting. And yeah, let's proceed here. So as you see the front of the box, we have Morph, and we have the leg of Sugarman. On the side, we get the nice cool little cartoony artwork of Morph and Apocalypse on the back side, and then on the very back of the package we have the rest of the wave, along with the Build-A-Figure on the left side, and then the read-up that reads, a natural mimic Kevin Sidney transforms himself into any shape at will. So here we have Morph out of the box, and this one looks pretty cool. I like it. It's very eye-catching figure when you see it. It catches your attention for sure. A lot of colors. I like the face sculpt, came out pretty cool. And once again, just like the rest of the wave, this is what you are going to get here. Only a few figures in this wave got an alternate piece of some kind, and Morph did not. Now, if you want to count the cape, I guess you can count the cape, but that comes attached to the figure right out of the box. And speaking of the cape, it's a little annoying, at least on my specific figure. Maybe not all of them are doing that, but this one just doesn't want to stay in the peg hole. It attaches through that peg here, as you see, but it keeps kind of sliding off, and it just kind of dangles. So it's a little annoying right now, you know, kind of just moves around like crazy, but if you can get it in place, it looks good. Alright, so what he does come with is the final piece of the Age of Apocalypse Build-A-Figure, and this is Sugarman. So it's his right leg, very short and stubby, and now we've completed our Build-A-Figure, so stay tuned for the review of this Sugarman coming up next. So here's a closer look at Morph, and you can look at the pretty cool face sculpt. I like it. It's kind of animated. Do you think so? It's very cartoony, very comic book-ish. So looks like it's coming right off the page or off a TV show or like an animated show or some kind. And I like the look. I don't mind it. It looks good. It's on the Spider-Man 2099 body as well. So we all know and love this body, of course. And then there's the dangling cape, as we saw. And you can even see the plastic on the peg is kind of turning white because it's just from all the strain, I guess, from the plastic stretching and squeezing. Even when you stick it in, it kind of sticks up like that. So it's kind of bugging me a little bit, to be honest there. But nonetheless, it looks good. I like the buttons or the painted pins right there on the collar of that cape. And that's it. So let's get on to the articulation of the figure. Alright, so Morph is going to have a head on a bar jointed hinge. He's going to look up and he's going to look down. Left and right is going to be no problem, 360 degrees. You can't really tilt the head like other figures. The arms are going to go forward and back. Now the cape collar is going to hinder it a little bit, but this does move around like crazy, so I'm sure you can play with it a little bit and get it to move around to where it doesn't hinder it too much. We do get the beautiful butterfly joints on the shoulders, got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, swivel at the wrist with a hinge. We have an ab crunch at the torso. That one clicks for sure. We have a waist swivel. The T-jointed legs are going to kick forward fairly well and back, in and out. We have a thigh swivel, double jointed knees. We have that nice boot cut shin swivel that's hidden within the boot there, and then we have the hinge on the foot with the ankle rocker on the foot. So Morph is going to stand taller than Weapon X, of course, and right now I'm showing you all the figures that this entire wave consists of. So then here we have the Age of Apocalypse, Jean Grey, and there we have Sunfire and X-Man, and here we have Wild Child and Dark Beast. Alright, and that was your full wave of the Age of Apocalypse Sugarman figures. Now we're just going to show some random figures here. We got the X-Men Jim Lee version of Cyclops and Wolverine. And there's Morph next to the regular Weapon X and Rogue. Here he is next to a Mezco 112 Collective Sovereign Knight Batman and a NECA TMNT Donatello. Lastly, I'll put him next to King Piccolo from Dragon Ball and the Marvel Legends Red Hulk. Alright, so and that concludes my review of the Marvel Legends Morph figure from the X-Men Age of Apocalypse Sugar Man wave. I hope you guys enjoyed all these reviews that I brought to you for this entire wave. Hope you took the time to check it out. If you did, I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to leave a like and comment on each one. Let me know your thoughts on each of them, and if you didn't see each of them, then just let me know your thoughts here. That's fine too. Stay tuned for my Sugar Man Build-A-Figure review coming up next. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and as always, have a great day. Bye.